BRHS is a wonderful hospital because being smaller, you can really get to know everyone and really have that sense of connection with your colleague, and you get so much more support from that when you start to know everyone.
Yeah, I love it.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just something different all the time, and it's never the same. Like no 2 days are ever the same. Our hospital caters for such a wide variety of clinical presentations, and I think having that exposure, we probably have more of that than sometimes in metro areas.
The other advantage I found that I didn't think I would, coming from Melbourne, was that actually being smaller, we get to do a lot more stuff, a lot more variety of stuff. You don't get like really narrowed down in small specialty. Even the ED in the city, you would just be ED respiratory or cardio. Here, if you're in ED, you see everyone, you do everything, and it's the same on the ward and everything. You've got such bigger variety of things you can do.
Starting your nursing career in a rural and regional area, there's so many skills that you learn, so many different experiences that you can gain.
Even as a grad, you can quickly increase your scope of practice because you can learn all these extra skills that you might not be able to in a tertiary hospital, where there's always other doctors and students and other people who want to try and get their hands on experiences. There's a lot more exposure here to different experiences.
Being a nurse, you really help people when they are at their worst and they really need it, and you feel like you make a difference. It's as much as it can be a very stressful day. When you go back home, you still have that feeling that you've made a difference and you've really helped people, and that's amazing, really.
You love coming to work. There's all the nurses that you come on the shift with. They support you. They want to see you thrive. It's fun. It's fun coming to work.
It's a lot of fun.
You get to know your patients, and then you get to know the nurses you work with. It's really fun to come to work with and learn more every day.
And the team is really amazing there. Everyone really look out for each other, and if they see you struggling, they're going to come and help you, and they're really here for you.
I love it. It is very rewarding, and I've really found my groove in theatre.
Yeah, it's a pretty busy, fast-paced ward, which I like, but the first month was quite challenging.
And it can be very overwhelming at the start, but it's just because it's so high-paced and very busy, but you just get so much exposure to lots of things that you don't think you would in a rural setting.
There's all these supports you have. Everyone is here to help you, from the nurses you're on with, nurse in charge, to the nurse unit manager, that they all want to help and get you through the shift. It's good teamwork here,
There's just always that support. You're not on your own.
The team is just amazing, so supportive. They all just pick each other up.
I've come out of my shell quite a bit since I look back at the start of uni, most definitely. And everyone, all the nurses around here help you get out of your shell,
I love my job.
Why?
I guess it's just coming to work, and it's something different every day. I love being able to be a part of a team, which I think here at the hospital, everyone gets along so well, particularly in our emergency department. And being a new nurse coming in during COVID was a pretty daunting time, I guess. I had no other real previous nursing experience apart from being a student on placements, and getting thrown into a global pandemic was not something I ever imagined. And I have never been so well supported in anything I've ever done. The team were great, and we all just got in there and everyone did what they needed to do during those times. I guess the same sort of thing happened during the bushfires too. It was a pretty scary time for everyone in our community, both inside and outside of work. And helping people is probably the greatest passion. Getting to see people get better is the best part of my job.
The education team at BRHS are great. So Kate Roberts.
Kate Roberts, a great coordinator, is amazing.
An amazing graduate coordinator, Kate Roberts.
Kate Roberts, our educator, she was the best grad educator I could think of. She was just always there.
She was there a lot for all of us grads last year in all different areas of the hospital. Sounds like a busy shift coming up.
She's still my go-to. If I put a nasogastric tube in, I haven't done that, so I just gave Kate a call and she comes around.
Kate is really approachable and really we can call her anytime if we need help, or if we're doing any procedure for the first time and need some support or need supervision, she'll come.
Anytime I felt I double guessed anything or I needed her even to help me with my patient load at the very start when everything was overwhelming, she'd just no hassle in the world. She'd just come and swoop in, help out. She let me decide the priorities and what needed of care. So it was actually me in control of the care that I was supposed to be providing. She was just giving me a helping hand.
She was checking in on us every second day just about. We could ring her anytime. She'd come and help us with things. Again, I think because we're a small team, she was always there for us. We could ask her questions. She would come and do procedures with us. She would try and find opportunities for us to learn new skills.
Being involved in 2 Code Blue incidents where I was on the compression team, she called me after hours in her own time, let me debrief, chased up with me the next day, the next week. It wasn't just a forgotten. She was just so supportive. She's amazing.
Yeah, it's very nice, to have someone looking out for you.
Giving you that support and then talking to you at the end of the shift saying, look, this is what happens, but we're always here to give you a hand.
So you feel like you're learning?
Oh, every shift. It's true. You do learn something new every day.
My preceptors have always been quite encouraging and let me be relatively independent in my practice, and I guess if it wasn't for those people I probably wouldn't be the nurse that I am today. They've shown me all the ropes and I guess the BRHS way as well, having had all of my placements here, so yeah, it's been pretty cool.
We really love it. Since we moved back with my partner, we were in Melbourne for a few years before. We haven't had any regret. You've got everything in East Gippsland. You've got the sea, you've got the mountain.
The things outside of the hospital environment as well are pretty amazing.
It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
Being close to the mountains, being close to, the ocean.
I love living here. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I love the country. Love the fresh air.
I've got back into running here, and it's very nice because I can go running from where I live and I'm straight in the bush.
It's beautiful, and going to lakes, like driving down Clindy Hill every time, it does take your breath away. It's different every day.
I love the beach as well. My kids love the beach.
But as soon as we had a backyard and being so connected to nature, it's just, it made such a difference. It's so happy and peaceful.
That's something pretty special that we have here in our area. We're close to a lot of things like the beach and the snow. Not that I like the snow very much, but not too cold. I like to go for walks. We have a lot of good walking tracks around here. Particularly, I probably go around the river the most. It's quite convenient, but like to go down to lakes, do the entrance walk, get out and about. It's good.
So I just live 8 minutes away from the hospital. Parking's free, which is amazing.
It just takes, 10-15 minutes to go anywhere, and you're in the nature.
We went whiting fishing off Meetong, so that was pretty good. And I caught the biggest fish, so.
The pace is so much different. Like you can actually you've got so much more time for yourself really, because you don't spend that much time parking and in traffic and all this thing, and the community too. You feel so much more connected with people, and you can. In the city, everyone, you never talk to anyone. You don't even talk to your neighbors. Where here, you've really got different sense of community, which is very nice.